Welcome back to another episode of Inspiration and Beyond, where you meet positive affirmations for a new start to manifest your destiny and live a life of purpose. Today's life-changing quotes are from Elie Wiesel, the author of 57 books, professor, an outspoken human rights activist, and one of the most famous Auschwitz survivors. In 1986, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace for overcoming the horrible experience at Auschwitz and sending a message of peace and human dignity. The following quotes show how faith in humanity makes us see the good that's still out there. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not hearsay, it's indifference. And the opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. Indifference, to me, is the epitome of evil. Because of indifference, one dies before he actually dies. To forget the victims would be akin to killing them a second time. So I couldn't prevent the first death. I surely must be capable of saving them from a second death. If the only prayer you say throughout your life is thank you, then that will be enough. We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Human suffering anywhere concerns men and women everywhere. I don't think I should accept other people's sufferings because I suffered. Just the opposite. Because I suffered, I don't want others to suffer. Just as man cannot live without dreams, he cannot live without hope. If dreams reflect the past, hope summons the future. In order to fly, you have to give up the ground you are standing on. I belong to a traumatized generation that often felt abandoned by God and betrayed by mankind. And yet, I believe that one must not estrange oneself from either God or man. In the final analysis, I believe in man in spite of men. Every moment is a new beginning. Questions outlive the answers. Life belongs to man, but the meaning of life is beyond him. What hurts the victim most is not the cruelty of the oppressor, but the silence of the bystander. If a person doesn't have gratitude, something is missing in his or her humanity. A person can almost be defined by his or her attitude towards gratitude. Whatever you think in life, think higher and feel deeper. I learned to trust the threats of enemies before the promises of friends. When you die and go to heaven, our Maker is not going to ask, "Why didn't you discover the cure for such and such? Why didn't you become the Messiah?" The only question that will be asked in that precious moment is, why didn't you become you? If you take one life lesson from Elie Wiesel, it is the fact that indifference is the most negative and dangerous human emotion. Indifference is not always how we think or feel or react to others and their sufferings. It's also how we feel about ourselves and our own life. When we become indifferent to our own life, we can never manifest our destiny. When we are indifferent, we become powerless, and life will pass us by, and we become mere bystanders and spectators. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Also, drop a comment with your favorite Elie Wiesel quote. With love, inspiration, and beyond.